Patriots trio defies NFL stereotypes while fueling Super Bowl run. He was set to be the most explosive receiver on the New England Patriots roster, a 6'1", 211-pound freak, yes, freak, of an athlete who once ran the 40-yard dash under 4.5 seconds, who benched 225 pounds 28 times, with a 36.5-inch vertical leap. And Chris Hogan spent the offseason throwing all of that away. After signing with the Patriots last March, he huddled with his New Jersey-based trainer, Mike Verdango, on an off-season plan. And Verdango, after studying New England's offensive scheme, decided that athleticism wasn't what the Pats most valued about Hogan. "We knew that going with the Patriots, he wouldn't need to be blazing fast this year," Verdango says. "What he needed to do was be able to work in a high-tempo offense, be able to repeat powerful efforts for 40-60 plays. He didn't need to have this breakaway speed, because the scheme would allow him to be open." So route running and endurance were the lone summer focuses, as Hogan downsized, masking his game and becoming the epitome of an NFL stereotype, a crafty white receiver. For decades now, NFL receivers have looked a certain way: tall, explosive, and almost all of them black. So at a time when race seems to permeate all aspects of societal conversation, it's hard not to notice that the Patriots have reached Super Bowl with a unique collection of pass catchers, a receiving corps that simultaneously defies and fulfills society's stereotypes of white athletes. Hogan, who helped push New England to its second Super Bowl in 3 seasons by making 9 catches for a franchise record 180 yards in the AFC Championship win over Pittsburgh, joins Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola as a trio of white pass catchers forming the backbone of the Patriot receiving corps, an anomaly in a league where just one other team, the Green Bay Packers, with Jordy Nelson and Jeff Janis, even rosters as many as 2 white receivers. They are the latest products of an aerial assembly line made up of players the rest of the NFL might have considered spare parts, but even without injured tight end Rob Gronkowski, they've been more than enough for Tom Brady, who's thrown at least 2 TDs in 4 of his last 6 games. And next Sunday in Super Bowl they'll aim to outdo the far more prototypical Atlanta Falcons receiving corps of Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu. Both Jones and Sanu are tall and acrobatic, and black, just like the majority of the skill position players in a league that, as of the 2015 NFL Race and Gender Report Card from the Institute of Diversity and Ethics in Sport, was 68.7% African American. "So I've heard," says Amendola with a smile, when informed of the unique nature of New England's receivers. "But it doesn't matter, as long as you're a good football player, and can play team game. This is not a complete accident." Under Bill Belichick, the club has become known for gambling on stereotypical white receivers, players considered to be workmanlike gym rats, who bring intangibles and high motors. Such descriptions are not solely reserved for white athletes, and the other members of the Pats receiving corps, African Americans Matthew Slater, a special teams ace, and 4th-round pick Malcolm Mitchell, overlooked because of his age, 24, in last year's NFL draft, are proof of that. But society often uses such buzzwords to explain the successes of white receivers, especially when those receivers lack the measurables of their African American counterparts. We're more comfortable and more familiar with the blazing fast, acrobatic wide receiver that might be African American, and a sort of workman-like tight end who is white.